When you are under pressure, it is easy to endure. The pressure on you is as strong as the pressure you put on your progress. When the pressure disappears, so does your progress. And you stop. Paul McCartney said that he had to do nothing to understand what could have been done. Paul McCartney was always under enormous pressure thanks to Linda. And his progress he can thank her for. But that does not mean that his love was real. It only means that it was forced. In my isolation, I have long experienced rest. But lately something has become different. I no longer sleep well. I fell asleep at 12 and woke up at 2. Then I went out into the night for over 2 hours. I do not think I fell asleep again until 6. Then I woke up again after 2 hours and went out for an hour's walk. At 9 o'clock I went to sleep again and woke up at 12. I find myself in a state of no progress. I do nothing but observe how I relate to doing nothing. Someone once said that he believed in the blessings of work and toil. What happens when you strive is that you are blind to your own situation. You perform without considering yourself and your own needs. Bill sang that his disappointments ended all his disappointments. Just as pain disappears when everything is pain. Shamans have nothing to teach others in terms of how they experience and deal with life. You don't find out for yourself until you yourself are broken. When I was young, I was afraid of sad songs. I also used to have nightmares, and when I woke up, the nightmares continued for many minutes afterwards. When I was 19, my whole life became a nightmare. The cruelty drove me forward. And now I experience cruelty without progress. My insomnia and my inability to relate to and live with other people bother me. Someone said that you won't find an angel in heaven playing golf alone on a golf course. All that happens in heaven is people who are in communion with God and who interact, help and support each other. In hell, however, you find demons hiding in stinking cold caves. The demons' unity is based on their hatred of themselves, each other and God. And all they do is torment each other. That is their only joy. What they hate most of all is helping and supporting others. I have stopped helping and supporting others. I am neither an angel nor a demon. Heaven and earth shall pass away. It says in the Bible. They forgot to write that hell shall also pass away. In the current state of the afterlife, people are separated and divided into two groups. The demons seek each other out and gather in hell because they hate God and angels. And the angels gather in heaven because they can do nothing to help the demons who cannot accept help. I have made some music and painted some paintings. But it seems that this is not something I am meant to do. It was the lyrics on the LPs that interested me the most. Prince called it popology. Not philosophy or liturgy or anything, but experiences with a special form of near-death experiences that crystallize as songs. I have not yet seen evidence of a psychiatrist, knowing that this is something that exists. Vision is private and cannot be communicated. It says in ACIM. What I see is certainly private. I have no followers, and this must be the reason. I once heard of an Indian guru who no longer had visitors. The gurus who do have visitors are those who have not yet found themselves and who make certain mistakes. People who are drawn to gurus find neither the gurus nor themselves. Hans's wife once asked me, since I had worked so much with Hans, how I understood him. I replied that I do not think it is possible to understand someone who does not understand himself. She said that she had come to a similar conclusion. Helen Keller was blind, deaf and mute, but still managed to learn to see, hear and speak. She used to read Swedenborg, and she said that thanks to Swedenborg she could see. Abraham Lincoln also read Swedenborg. He was great then, but is largely forgotten now. I think it is because the time has come for humanity to experience such things for itself as he experienced. The Palestinians are now experiencing something very similar to what Jesus experienced when he was crucified. Experiences are not limited to the one experiencing it. Great scientific breakthroughs tend to happen in several places on Earth at the same time. It is because there is a field of thought here that we are all in, and that reveals to us the same thing in several of us. We learn from meeting psychopaths and narcissists, especially if we marry them or work for them. God just sits there and does not intervene in any of this that happens. People torment and torture each other according to all the rules of art, and this is what we learn from. I know of a song that says, "How cruel of you to be so kind." Yes. Who would have thought that kindness and support is also torturing? A beggar I helped cursed me for helping him, and he said that my help was what was preventing him from finding his own way.